Unleash your inner power, conquer ego, unlock your true potential, master your life. English listening practice. The story begins with a person, let's call him Alex, sitting alone in a quiet room. He's staring at the window, lost in thought, looking at the world outside, yet feeling disconnected. Despite his many achievements, something feels wrong. His mind is racing with questions, doubts, and frustration. Have you ever felt like you're doing everything right, yet still stuck in the same place? You've achieved so much, but something's missing. It's like you're standing still while the world moves on without you. You feel like you're on the edge of something greater, but every time you try to step forward, it's like something holds you back. What if that something is you? Alex is successful in many ways. He's got a good job, friends, and a comfortable life. But there's a constant battle within him. The more he tries to improve, the more something holds him back. His own ego. Deep down, Alex knows that his ego is the reason he feels unfulfilled, but he refuses to admit it. It's like a silent enemy, pulling the strings behind the scenes. Every time Alex took a step forward, his ego whispered in his ear, "You've got this. No one can stop you. Don't listen to others. You know better." It gave him confidence, but it also kept him isolated, constantly pushing people away. Alex starts to feel more and more alone, even though he's surrounded by people. His mind is clouded by arrogance and pride, making it harder for him to connect with others or even understand his own feelings. The more his ego takes control, the more he begins to realize something important. What if his success wasn't really success at all? What if his ego was the reason he couldn't break through to the next level? But the thought of confronting it scared him. What if, by facing his ego, and he loses everything he's worked for? Could he break free from this cycle? Could he really conquer the one thing that he thought made him strong? After weeks of feeling stuck and frustrated, Alex has a moment of clarity. One day, while out for a walk, he meets an old mentor, someone who knew him back when he was starting out, before success and ego got in the way. This mentor, seeing through Alex's facade, offers a simple piece of advice. "Alex, you've been chasing success your whole life, but success without peace of mind isn't worth much. Your ego may have gotten you this far, but it's holding you back from what's truly important." At first, Alex brushes off the comment. He's convinced that his success is proof that his ego is helping him. But deep down, he starts to feel something shift. It's like a seed has been planted in his mind. What if this is true? What if instead of making him stronger, his ego is just making him blind to the things that really matter? Why am I always so angry when things don't go my way? Why do I feel like everyone is against me, even when they're not? What if the one thing I thought made me strong, the one thing I thought I needed to succeed, is the very thing that's stopping me from going further? Alex starts looking at his life differently. He begins to reflect on past mistakes, moments when his pride and ego ruined relationships or caused unnecessary conflict. The more he thinks, the more he sees the truth. His ego isn't his strength, it's his weakness. But there's a problem. Letting go of his ego feels like losing himself. He's afraid of what might happen if he does. Will he still be the same person? Will he lose everything he's worked for? Maybe I'm not ready to change. Maybe I can't change. I've built my whole life around being right, around being better than everyone else. Without that, who am I? Who will I even be? One evening, Alex faces a situation that forces him to confront his ego head-on. A close friend, someone he's known for years, finally speaks the truth. "You're not the person you used to be. Your ego has taken over, and it's driving everyone away." It hits Alex like a ton of bricks. For the first time, Alex sees the full picture. His ego hasn't been protecting him. It's been isolating him, making him blind to the people who matter most. Shanda. In that moment, Alex makes a decision. He's going to face his ego. He doesn't know how or what will happen next, but he knows he can't keep going down the same path. It's time to let go. Maybe I don't have all the answers. Maybe I've been wrong. But one thing is clear. If I want to be truly happy, if I want to be the best version of myself, I have to let my ego go. But as Alex begins this journey of self-discovery, he knows the road ahead won't be easy. Doubts will creep in, his ego will try to pull him back, and there will be moments when he feels like giving up. Is this really the right thing to do? What if I lose everything by letting go? What if I'm not strong enough to do this? See, Alex's journey is not easy. The moment he decides to let go of his ego, the battle becomes even more intense. His mind, filled with doubts, tries to pull him back into old habits. He feels a wave of discomfort, as if something crucial is slipping away. But this time, Alex doesn't give in. One day, he finds himself in a challenging situation, a tough decision at work, a falling out with a friend, and the urge to defend himself arises. His ego tells him to fight back, to be right, to prove everyone wrong. But Alex pauses. For the first time, he doesn't react with anger or pride. Instead, he takes a deep breath and listens. What if being right isn't as important as being at peace? In that moment, Alex chooses humility over pride. He admits when he's wrong, apologizes where needed, and opens his heart to learning. It's not an easy decision, but it feels right. His mind is clearer now. The chains of his ego are breaking. Just when Alex feels like he's on the path to freedom, doubts creep in. Is this really it? Am I becoming weaker? His ego continues to whisper in his ear, trying to make him question his decision. But Alex doesn't listen anymore. The more he lets go, the more he feels a sense of peace. A new strength begins to emerge, one that's not rooted in arrogance or pride, but in acceptance and inner power. He realizes that true strength comes from self-awareness and understanding, not from the need to prove himself. As Alex continues on this path, his life begins to change. Relationships that were once strained begin to heal. His career picks up in ways he never imagined, not because he's trying harder, but because he's now authentic and real with himself and others. I never knew how powerful it was to just be myself. Not the version I thought I had to be, not the one driven by ego, but the real me. The one who accepts imperfections, the one who isn't afraid to grow. His internal world has transformed, and as a result, his external world follows. He feels freer than ever before. No longer chained by the need for validation, Alex is now in control of his life. Now, standing on the other side of this journey, Alex understands the true meaning of mastery. It's not about dominating life with power and control. It's about mastering the self. The ego doesn't define him anymore. It simply exists, but it no longer dictates his actions or thoughts. The real power comes from within. It's the strength to be vulnerable, the courage to face your flaws, and the wisdom to learn from them. That's how you unlock your true potential. Kasu. The video ends with Alex sharing a final, empowering message with the audience. If you're tired of living in the shadow of your own ego, know this: you don't have to fight it. Let it go. Embrace who you truly are and watch as your life transforms. True strength isn't found in pride, it's found in peace. The screen fades to black, leaving the audience with a sense of empowerment and inspiration, knowing that they, too, can conquer their ego and unlock their true potential.